Hello. First, I want to thank you for tuning in today. And as the tag suggests, we're going to explore the need for you guessed it, a 9/11 theme park. I'll give you a moment to let that sink in. Now, I'm not talking about a wimpy memorial deal on the level of the current 9/11 memorial in Lower Manhattan, nor would this be similar to the Auschwitz Birkenau, which is somehow intended to relive the horrors of that period. Ugh. No, this will be a full-scale reenactment of the events surrounding the atrocity of that warm September day. So quite naturally, when you attempt to explore such an undertaking, one cannot sidestep the shock and awe factor. I believe everyone in attendance can attest to the astonishment and marvel, so that should be the fundamental basis for the 9/11 theme park. Now, I could ramble on about the fluffer rides. It's not what you're thinking, but the real pull here would rely on major attractions, such as the entrance. The entrance of the park should represent an unseasonably warm September day. I think everyone can recall the excellent weather that started off the day. At some point during the first few minutes into the park, there has to be an astonishing and phenomenal explosion that lingers in our psyche, so that the calmness of the day is subsequently minimized by the events, also known as rides, to follow. Concern? Sure. The astonishment of this blast has to be relevant enough to draw the park goer's attention further into the park. Okay, let's fast forward to the major attractions. First up, the first flight out. Picture this, 4 football fields in length. At the berth, a full-scale mock Boeing 757, fully loaded. At the ending, a full-scale, just the final top 30 floors of the World Trade Center. You're starting to get the picture now. Now, this attraction should not resemble any existing roller coaster. No, this Mach 757 should dangle from supporting cables from above to allow for that violent thrashing about and that mid-air feeling of travel. Next, the cockpit would have to be removed to allow for an enhanced view of the impact. Now, the impact, this can be handled in several different ways, from the cheesy breakaway concrete and windows to a full triggered explosions, much like the actual event. What I have here is an actual model for a ride, but the ride itself will be designed by professionals. I think to really drive this point home, we need to keep in mind the final few seconds as the planes begin their full throttle, which is totally impossible at those altitudes, perhaps at 60 degrees angle before the initial impact. This is where the cable suspension comes into effect. I can go into further details, but that would only accomplish in removing the wow factor. The next ride up is the pièce de résistance, which is once again a mock World Trade Center, only 30 stories up. You're catapulted to the 110th floor via a super fast elevator. You step onto the 110th floor. Assistants help you secure your harness against the wall or an office desk. It doesn't really matter. Then, the floor gives way and you and your coworkers go plummeting to earth in 3 seconds. I believe that to be the rate of speed for 30 stories, considering 110 stories collapse at 10 seconds. Of course, on the way down, there will be pockets of excitement, such as controlled detonation blasts, random electrical fires, co-worker body parts, office supplies, and furniture flying about the volatile atmosphere. There will also be special effects and sound, not unlike the 1960 Batman series, kaplow, kaplam, and kaflooey. And of course, everyone's favorite, the expressive pyroclastic surge. Side note, for those hazy days of summer, when a water ride is more than needed, we suggest you take advantage of the Missing Malaysia flight ride. Our motto is, if you piss your pants, no one will ever know. Don't have the stomach for the pièce de résistance ride? Then maybe the jumper attraction will better suit you. Once again, take the super fast elevator to the top of the North Tower 1. Allow the attendant to secure your bungee cord. And away you go. Like a bird, you will belly flop down the Vesey Street. Unlike a bird, you'll not be able to pull out at the last moment. But then, a bird never received a "I survived the 110th floor jump, or did I" t-shirt. It's a win-win situation. T-shirts redeemable at the gift shop. A Easter egg hunt? Don't be ridiculous. But a body parts hunt? Now that's the ticket. Search conducted on adjourning mock skyscraper rooftops, as discovered on the Deutsche Bank building 1 year after the event. Body parts are redeemable for souvenirs in the gift shops, also known as the Little Shop of Horrors. Side note, I think if I were a victim of the collapsing towers, my remaining body part no doubt would be my penis. Included in the body parts hunt, the lucky discoverer would receive a complimentary pack of fresh batteries that you can slap him in and store it in your nightstand for those nights. P.S. Now that I think about it, the gift shop at Auschwitz should be known as the Little Shop of Harlowitz, or the Little Shop of Horror, which, served to brighten the mood. Last, but certainly not least, the gift shop. As with any great theme park, everyone will want to take home a little something for grandma or just a keepsake. Here are just 2 items, but not limited to. The first, an authentic letter from the insurance company to the surviving family members, refusing to make payment on the grounds of a pre-existing condition. A pre-existing condition? Sure, the American ruling class elite, also known as the plutocracy, also the 1%, has always waged war on its citizens either here or abroad, one way or another. Number 2, an authentic American Airlines and United Airlines ticket to the 78th and 94th floors of the Twin Towers, one way, non-refundable. These are just a few ideas I'm kicking around for the 9/11 theme park. For more information, go to Kickstarter.com and type in 9/11 theme park. Thank you.
Sometimes I think your soul's in heaven because of 9/11. Gone in 10 seconds. Sometimes I tend to think about the family since I used this tragedy. Will they all be mad at me? Sometimes I compare this to the Holocaust. Evil force, evil boss, lives lost at any cost. Sometimes I really should just let it go. Lives extinguished, done so for by force. Sometimes I can't believe this was for oil. Commodity that's running out. Seems like life is trouble. Sometimes the military is like the mob, paid to take out life. What an evil job. Sometimes my eyes tend to fill with tears thinking about conspiracies. Will I live another year? Sometimes they do murder up in daylight, strip down shoes off, bad thoughts before I fight. Sometimes I really hate the U.S. government committing crime, telling lies. We all just take this shit. Sometimes I'm a Bush assassinator, take down his family and think about it later. Sometimes